It's said the economy will get worse before it gets better. So in tough times, how far will you go to save money? Would you, for example, reuse your paper towels or go through other people's garbage? We found a man who does that and more. He says he can teach everyone how to live on much less. Are you desperate enough to stretch a dollar his way?
I'm Roy Haynes. I live here locally in Vermont. I do have a few nicknames: the Frugal Fanatic, the Tycoon of Tightwads.
He is proud to be labeled the cheapest man in America. Even though he hasn't held a regular job for 20 years, he's completely debt-free. No mortgage, no car payments, and he says he has no worries about money.
Canadian $2 piece right here. I don't know what it's worth, but it's got to be worth something.
Let's go change it in.
Okay.
Your currency's on par today, Roy.
And this is my lovely wife, Lisa. Thank you.
Lisa has endured his penny-pinching ways since he started courting her 20 years ago. Courting her on the cheap.
Lisa and I had been living together for a number of years. Then I found out that I needed some dental surgery. I'm a practical sort of guy. I proposed to her so that I could be covered under her policy. The entire wedding was $70. I had some coupons. We stopped at McDonald's on the way home. The neighbors threw rice, so naturally I swept it up and cooked it for dinner.
Roy sometimes thinks he's a romantic kind of guy, and he did bring me a nice, beautiful bouquet of roses. I started looking through the roses, and I saw a card that said, "Condolences, Beth Ann." He got them from a funeral home after they were discarded.
It's the thought that counts. I think that people could learn a lot from me. Best things in life are free.
Occasionally, Roy spends money for food, but dining out with him comes with a price of its own.
We don't go out to eat very often. Lisa says I can only go to the same place twice. The first time to eat, the second time to apologize.
He takes other people's food at the restaurant. If they're done eating and he sees that there's a leftover at somebody else's table, he'll ask and want to take that food home.
Because the economy's going to be so much tougher, he may have to fight for them. Maybe a line waiting to pick up the table scraps.
Some of the things I do are a little to the extreme. Some people think outside the box. I live outside the box.
Purchasing grapes, but I don't want to purchase the stems they come on, so it'll weigh less once I pick them off.
Paper towels, I rinse them out and I hang them up, dry them and reuse them. And reuse them and reuse them.
Razor blades, they're easily sharpened on a book of matches. Toothpaste, there's enough in there to get a whole other week out of it. I managed to get twice as much, yes, 2 rolls out of 1, by separating the 2-ply right down the middle. When you don't have a full-time job that you could get laid off from, you find the time to save and cut little corners. In today's economy, every little bit helps.
Roy also digs through garbage.
There's those scratch-off lottery tickets that people that play, if they lose, and they toss them right in the trash. That's the wrong thing to do, because they have a second chance drawing.
We won that great trip to Maui, Hawaii, all expense paid, resort hotel, just by investing a few postage stamps and filling out someone else's discarded ticket. If it's free, it's for me.
Hey, Roy, some free stuff.
My favorite brand, too, free.
Roy earns about $15,000 a year by taking his freebies, like these castaway red woolens, and selling them on eBay or at flea markets. And how's this for taking penny pinching to new heights? When buying gas, he stretches the gas hose to shake out every last drop.
Here's your chatting bag.
Cheap, 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 cheap. Yep. And Roy considers that a nice thing when you call him cheap.
A lot of people might frown upon my lifestyle, but it's a choice. I certainly wouldn't want the 60-hour-a-week commuting, corporate jobs.
How much you pay for this view, Roy?
My joys in life are what you see right here. My wife, my dogs, and my home in the mountains. And I could watch
All the other folks, just go by, B-U-I.